streaming platforms first quarter report. HBO. Disney Plus. When you successfully launch the MCU and revitalize the Star Wars universe, why do I fix everything I touch? The Mandalorian is about a single father in a gig economy trying to survive and take care of his child, all while wearing an outward mask that conceals his emotions from his child, his colleagues, and the world. Also, his car keeps breaking down. My family trying to enjoy The Mandalorian. Me explaining the backstory of every side character that shows up. Life is good, but it can be better. Mandalorian does anything. Some Swedish guy with a wicked recorder. Bro, imagine how upset Pedro Pascal must be, knowing he's supposed to be the star of the Mandalorian show, but the little doll being carried around is far more popular than him or his character. I'm cool with it. Letting your fictional son steal the spotlight. That's cute. Hammer hits metal. The Mandalorian. Yoda wasn't on Daggerhab for mystical force reasons. He was there because it was a literal smorgasbord for him. He was the apex predator in that bog. Everything for miles around him was probably terrified of him. Every food chain ended in Yoda, and his death came as a huge relief to the entire ecosystem. Realizing Friday is the last episode for a whole year. Visible sadness. You've heard of Elf on the Shelf. Now get ready for Dave Filoni is the king of taking cool looking, but ultimately wasted characters and actually fleshing them out and making them interesting. This is the way. Star Wars fans' favorite quote. May the force be with you. Pedro Pascal on set watching his stunt double make him money. You're like a father to him. Under helmet. When it's Friday, but there isn't a new Mandalorian episode. I missed him a lot today. My wife. Her friends asking why Darth Vader wasn't in the Boba Fett show on Disney Plus. Me. The Mandalorian just trying to do his job. Baby Yoda. Hey, Dave, how much fan service do we need? Dave Filoni, more. I've traveled far and killed many to find you. I require your assistance. Person, of course, but first you must do this complicated favor for me. You son of a butch, I'm in. I agree that I shouldn't need to win the Darksaber in combat. Try telling that to the Mandalorians who mutinied against me because I didn't win the Darksaber in combat. The Mandalorian is a TV show about a tiny green puppet that makes me cry every time it makes a sound, and a big slexy single dad that keeps getting tricked by mean strangers. 66 missed calls from Dingerin. Me holding my cat in the mirror saying that's you. Hey, I know a guy who can do it cheaper. You are a clone. I have heard your voice thousands of times. Mine might be the last one you hear. The first time you see Baby Yoda. The 8607th time you see Baby Yoda. After the Mandalorian gets punched once. No doubt, that's Pedro under that armor. Jon Favreau decides to make a Christmas movie, becomes instant classic. Decides to make a comic book movie, launches the MCU, makes the first live action Star Wars TV show. Baby Yoda is born. Teacher, you can't hear a picture. Star Wars fans. Hey, you going to sleep? Yes, now shut up. Because there's no canon dealt for Jar Jar Binks, there's nothing to stop him turning up in the Mandalorian season finale. If you look like this, DM me. Oh, you're looking for Amanda. Who's Amanda? A Mandalorian. When all you wanted was to save your son, but end up accidentally becoming ruler of Mandalore. Dingerin. Suffering from success. My parents at 29. Let's have another child. Yes, me at 29. I want to see the child. Actor Pedro Pascal is in critical condition and has been admitted to the hospital this morning due to severe back pain caused by carrying the entire Star Wars universe on his shoulders. Y'all got any more of them? 55-minute Mandalorian episodes. When the Mandalorian episode goes from 35 minutes to 39 minutes. Now, that's better. Bo-Katan, can you help us defeat Moff Gideon? Din Djarin defeats Moff Gideon. Bo-Katan, you weren't supposed to do that. Mandalorian, Predator, headhunting, extensive arsenal of exotic weapons, flies to different planets, only takes off helmet in emergency situations, has a code of honor, acts alone, conflicts with Carl Weathers. I have no idea what to expect from Mandalorian Season 3, but I hope they explain how Boba Fett ends up on Earth and fathering Aquaman. Ahsoka's montrals were different than in Rebels. It's not accurate to the canon. Count Dooku. I've been looking forward to this. I love Mando's vibe. Imagine some guy rolling up to your shop in a beat up Honda Civic. He steps out wearing an Armani suit. He opens his wallet and offers you $2 to fix his car. You tell him it isn't enough, but you'll fix it. If he does the most dangerous thing you can think of, he brings his toddler to do the job. He's wearing a biker helmet that he refuses to remove under any circumstances. The toddler is the cutest child you've ever seen in your life. You have earned your signet. Galaxy's best dad. Did you get more Beskar? No. I found something stronger. You have done well. This will sponsor many foundlings. I told my daughter to grab her mask so we can go to the store. This was the mask she grabbed. When you realize all of Mandalorian Season 2 trailer footage has been covered up to this point in the season, meaning the next 4 episodes have no released footage of them at all. We are entering uncharted territory. Distributing swords is no basis for a system of government. When all I want is snuggles, but all I keep getting is struggles. Being excited for Friday because of Bulk Friday. Being excited for Friday because it means more Baby Yoda. The reveal that Grogu totally understood basic all along and just ignored everything Din told him anyways is so ducking funny to me. It's a lovely morning in the galaxy and you are a horrible baby Jedi. R/television criticizing the Mandalorian for weak plot and character development. Me just wanting to watch Mando have weekly adventures with his son. Grogu riding in the cockpit of the Razor Crest. Din pulling up at Jedi school to pick up Grogu. The Mandalorian is the best Star Wars production ever made. Change my mind. Look at me. This is my show now. Give me back the parts to my ship. No, we dart in your general direction. What? Your mother was a hamster and your father smelt of elderberries. When season 2 ends and you have to wait for season 3. Star Wars fans, I can't wait to see what the Mandalorian looks like under that helmet. Halo fans, I've been in this fight since I was 6 years old. You could at least wear a helmet. You know, that's not a bad idea. Star Wars The Mandalorian. Katisakov, Bo-Katan. I started The Mandalorian. I like the Baby Yoda memes. They were fine. They didn't annoy me, but I didn't overwhelmingly love him. Now that I'm seeing him alive, I would die for Baby Yoda. I think I understand parenting now, and I'm Baby Yoda's father. How was 2020? Star Wars fans. Everyone else. Game of Thrones fans. The Last of Us fans. Star Wars fans. Loving Pedro Pascal. I need more work. Do you have anything for me? I want these 3 brought in cold. It's personal. The scene. The cameraman. Maybe it's fast and agile. but it's not home. Pedro Pascal can't escape typecast characters, where he has to take care of kids that are not his. These TV series are teaching us, you don't mess with Pedro Pascal's adopted children. The Last of Us, The Mandalorian. Everyone shipping Mando and Poe. Me, a Mandalorian and a Jedi. They'll never see it coming. I prefer my real favorite child. I said my real favorite child. This is the way. My dog hoping for an early walk. Me going on my morning jog. Oh, what the hell? Come on. Find its species. Find Ahsoka Tano. Go to Titan. Loud sigh. And then, I took over 3 episodes of his show. Then, you are a Mandalorian no more. Star Wars The Mandalorian. Din Djarin, Mando, on the way to take the kid to the magic rock thing. Ahsoka. So a Jedi came. And he took him. And now I have a bulk laser sword. Might become the rightful ruler of Mandalore. Can we talk? You can only pick one. If you choose the armor, you'll return to your friend the Mandalorian. If you choose the lightsaber, you'll be the first student of my academy. Yeah, I have a lot of questions. Number 1, how dare you? Baby Groot. Baby Groot. Baby Yoda. It's time to finish your training, young Grogu. Never. I'll never turn to the Jedi. You failed, your highness. I'm a Mandalorian like my father before me. What the duck? That is Ireland, our home world. I've never been there. And over there, that is America, where I grew up. Between Jango Fett demanding a son as payment for being cloned and the Mandalorian immediately adopting Baby Yoda, I've come to a conclusion. Mandalorian's hierarchy of needs. Fatherhood, self-fulfillment needs, jetpack, novelty weapons, psychological needs, bounty hunting, cool armor, basic needs. You are a Mandalorian no more. Shut up, I own the Darksaber. Me delving into the intricacies of the brutal civil wars fought throughout Mandalore's history, and why Din Djarin may finally be the Mandalore to unite all Mandalorians. A girl who asked why Grogu is back in season 3. Famihua has confirmed that the titular Mandalorian is no longer considered to be just Din Djarin, as season 3 explores more of the Mandalorians as a people instead of just a person. Luke and Ahsoka. Grogu can't have attachments. It's forbidden in the Jedi Order. Also Luke and Ahsoka. So then I gave the kid to a Jedi named Skywalker. Ahsoka. You what? This armor was my father's. You mean your donors? You're a clone. I've heard your voice 1000 times. Ah yes, my brothers. At least I have brothers. What was it that happened to your sister again? RRR. Until he is returned to you safely, we are in your debt. You'll never find him. Stay back, Grogu. What? Mark Zuckerberg has an awkward moment. The internet. Littered. Me 2 seconds into any episode of The Mandalorian. Where's the baby? I want to see the baby. When you equip gear for stats and not looks. I don't care how badass you think you are. When a toddler comes to you and asks you to ride on a spaceship with them, you get him. Din and Paz watching their sons fight. The mythosaur who's been chilling underwater for 3 decades seeing 2 Mandalorians fly right past his face. The Mandalorian armor can't stop a lightsaber. Stormtrooper's armor does nothing but makes you look iconic. The Mandalorian in a nutshell. Give me the child. Disney Plus. The Mandalorian will only be available in certain countries. European me and friends. The Mandalorian is about an elite bounty hunter who must fight to survive after a job goes bad. The Mandalorian is about a single father who must battle homelessness and a criminal past to provide the best life for his adoptive son. People, The Mandalorian is the only good thing Disney has made with Star Wars. Me an intellectual. Disney Phineas and Ferb Star Wars. Star Wars 7 to 9. You guys always act like you're better than me. Star Wars 1 to 6. The Clone Wars. The Mandalorian. May this picture of Pedro Pascal holding a pillow in place of Baby Yoda while doing voice work for the Mandalorian be the break in doom scrolling that you need to see. Friend, you don't have an account. How are you gonna watch the Mandalorian? Me. He's a member of Yoda species, but he is not a baby version of Yoda. He's a baby, and he's Yoda. How is he not Baby Yoda? The Mandalorian takes place 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi. What if schools allow Mandalorian helmets as masks? A large number of students could come as Mandalorians, and if a teacher asks why, they just respond, "This is a way. This is a way." When Bo-Katan becomes the Mandalore leader for the 3rd time. Here we go again. Nobody. Not a single soul. Me. I made Din Djarin. This is the way. Me watching Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us on Sunday. So good. Me watching Pedro Pascal in The Mandalorian on Wednesday. So good. Who wants a show about some random Mandalorian? We want Boba Fett. The Book of Boba Fett snacks. What the duck is under? Nobody asked for that. Andor is better than Mandalorian Season 3. First he refused to wear a helmet. Now he never takes it off. Lesson learned. I liked how the Mandalorian instantly blew his entire paycheck on a new set of armor, much like many of us. Say Mandalorian, Mandalorian, Baby Yoda show. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. Who's your favorite bounty hunter? The Mandalorian. That's on me. I set the bar too low. 15 plus 15 is 30, but 16 plus 16 is 32. Have scientists really found something tougher than nature's invincible material? Stairs in Mandalorian. The Mandalorian is a side story. I'm Star Wars now. I'm a Sith Lord. I could wipe out a fleet of your Mandalorians. You're an emo with a glow stick. Stormtrooper accidentally discharges 238 live laser rounds on Mandalorian set. No one hurt. Lightsaber deflect lasers and bulk projectiles. Mandalorians. Parry this, you filthy wizard. Me at the start of every episode of The Mandalorian. I would like to see the baby. Din if he ever meets the armorer again, and she asks him if he's ever removed his helmet in front of others. Bo-Katan and the Mandalorian. I yield. It's yours. No, that's not how it works. Bo-Katan in Rebels. Take it and rule Mandalore. Okay. Disney when Gina Carano uses an analogy. Disney when Pedro Pascal uses an analogy. Star Wars The Mandalorian. The Mandalorian. Congratulations to The Mandalorian on its nomination for Best Drama Television Series at the Golden Globes. When your ex asks how you feel about her, you're not missed. 2-year-old me sitting in the car. My mom standing outside in the rain, cause I locked her out. Stop being a religious zealot. You know what? I'm gonna be a religious zealot even harder. How I see myself in the mirror. How I really look like. Frog lady, excuse me sir, some of my eggs are missing. Baby Yoda. When you ask for your charger back and you hear what percent are you on, hand it over. The Mandalorian is just parental guidance 13 Space Witcher. Change my mind. Hey Ben, just wanted to say that I think your helmet actually does look cool. Thanks Grogu. Me and my friend goes to take out the classroom recycling. Me returns to the class. Teacher, where is your friend? Me, no questions asked. Look how they respected my boy. Take off that mask, you don't need it. Wait, this is not the way. Me, you didn't put enough lettuce. Sandwich artist, this is the subway. Mando in almost every other episode. Quest, I'm already on a quest. Girls with the time machine, I'm your granddaughter. Really? Boys with the time machine. I just watched the entire second season of The Mandalorian. Tell me everything. Employees must wash hands. What regular people think. What Mandalorian fans think. Me tells my dog not to jump on furniture. My dog. Jumping on furniture is part of my religion.